Could the Detroit Lions win this year's Super Bowl? Let me repeat. Could the Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl? It is not a far-fetched question anymore. The Detroit Lions are about to play in this year's NFC Championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. And I know a lot of you guys out there would have never thought that this was possible. But what Dan Campbell has done, along with the managing crew, the general manager, and everybody in that front office, is an amazing story. And now they are knocking on the door to be the best in the world in football. We have just got to rewind just a little bit and thinking about when Dan Campbell was hired. I remember hearing tons of people was basically mocking him, talking about this is not a head coach. What are the Detroit Lions are just being the same old Detroit Lions. You know, they went out and got a rah-rah guy. They got a Detroit Lions guy. He used to play for Detroit. He's not going to know what he's doing. He's going to be out of that job in 2 years. But Dan Campbell preached to everybody that they were going to be about the business. They were going to be able to roll the sleeves up. They were going to have grit, and that they were going to make Detroit Lions fans proud. And now, I'm not a Detroit Lions fan, but I could not imagine just the amount of joy that they are having at this moment, that they are about to see their team play in an NFC Championship game. I mean, it was 30 years ago since they had their first playoff win, and now they sit here about just one step away from the pinnacle of NFL football, and that's playing for this year's Super Bowl. When you look at this game in the NFC Championship, Detroit Lions versus San Francisco, I think normally if you would have said that all year, the San Francisco 49ers are the favorite. I mean, the San Francisco 49ers for most of the league, most of the year was probably the best team in the league, but there's a little bit of hiccup with the San Francisco 49ers. It seems like Brock Purdy is kind of struggled as of late. They've had some injuries. Deebo Samuel, I believe he's going to play, but he is definitely not 100%. But then on the opposite end of that scale, the Detroit Lions, I think, are playing the best ball they have all year, and they've been a damn good football team all year. This is a team that was built extremely well on all three phases, not just offense and defense, but special teams as well. This is a team that they went out, they got that elite pass rusher. They ended up getting a receiver that no one wanted, and he's just blossomed into one of the best receivers in the league. You've got speed with Jameson Williams as a number 2 receiver. Sam Laporta has just shown up out of nowhere, and he's now one of the top-tier tight ends. And then you've got 2 stud running backs with Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs who feed off of each other and give this offense a different aspect every time they touch the ball. And then at the end of the day, it starts and finishes with the quarterback, and Jared Goff is playing the best football of his career. I will come on here and admit that I was one of the people who were just like, you know, when they made the trade for Jared Goff, that, it was a little heartbreaking for Lions fans to see Matthew Stafford come and leave the Detroit Lions and then go on to win a Super Bowl for the LA Rams. But I was one of the people who were saying, you know, Jared Goff is just a stopgap type of guy. He's going to take that job for 1 to 2 years before they can draft their next guy and then, you know, see what Dan Campbell and the Lions can do from there. Man, was I wrong, and I'm sure a lot of other people was wrong too. Jared Goff has really grasped, along with Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator, they are side by side, step by step. They have this offense to a T, and you are seeing Jared Goff play with so much confidence, and it just bleeds off into what you're seeing on the film. So the question to you guys is, this Detroit Lions team, can they go into San Francisco and steal a win? And that would be, honestly, a devastating loss for the San Francisco 49ers, back-to-back years, getting to the NFC Championship game and not being able to get over that hump with Kyle Shanahan and get to the Super Bowl. Can this Detroit Lions team get the job done and be playing on Super Bowl Sunday? It's hard for me to wrap my head around it, but I absolutely love it. Once again, not a Lions fan, but the thought of seeing the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl, That's pretty freaking cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. It always helps us out. Subscribe to this community if you like anything and everything football. And as always, stay humble, stay kind. Peace.